What's up today, guys? This morning I woke up to an email saying, "Hey, introducing M1 Spend," and I instantly got to thinking, "Uh-oh, is this Robin Hood all over again with the 3% interest checking account that's not FDIC insured, but instead SIPC insured, which is basically kind of like the same thing, but it seems like it's not quite coming." So I immediately get on their website and get to looking into this because I need to know. And so I'm like, all right, FDIC insured already off top. Okay, this is not the same thing as the Robin Hood. So, okay, we got direct deposits, pay bills, spend with the debit card. I'm like, oh, okay, so you actually get a physical card. I do like that too. Okay, let's carry on. Okay, a 1.5% APY for a checking account? That's pretty good. 1% cash back on all purchases. Again, this is for a checking account. Pretty good. Minimum account balance of zero. All right. We looking good. We looking good. We looking good. Okay, and then I get down here and I see annual fee. Whoa. Whoa. Everything just went out the door as soon as I seen this $50 annual fee. Come on, M1. Y'all had me. Y'all had me until y'all hit me with this. And then y'all got this 125 slashed out like, oh, now I'm getting discounted $50 annual fee. Oh, yeah, you should want to pay this annual fee. Okay, so here we go, $50 annual fee. Now this 1% APY does not look as enticing anymore. This 1% cash back is not that enticing anymore. Oh, a metal card for your checking account. Now, I do have a metal credit card, and I will admit that it does have more of like a premium feel, I guess you could say, than a plastic card. You know, when you flash your metal card and you hand it to somebody and they're like, whoa, this is heavy. You know, it is kind of like one of those things like, yeah, that's nice, ain't it? You know, but to be paying $50 a month, $50 a year for that, or worse, 125 a year? Heck no. No. Okay, so moving on, all the rest of this stuff is just regular basic whatever stuff. And so, I come all the way down and this is where you start doing the math and see, does it really make sense? So I already preset this right here. So in order to pay your $50 annual fee, you're going to need to carry a minimum account balance of at least 3,500 every month, because that'll get you about, putting it with these numbers at 3541, that'll get you $53.11 in interest. So minus the $50 fee, that's going to leave you, let's put that back at there. That's going to leave you with a net of $15. Now that's because I can't put zero on the spending and treat this as if you was just parking the money. But let's say you're just spending $100 a month. That gives you $12 cash back for the year. So minus the fee, it's $15 at the end of the year. And here's the thing about M1 Finance, and I just made a video talking about this, is M1 Finance is geared towards getting the younger crowd into investing, or just people who don't have a whole lot of money because they offer buy the ability to buy fractional shares. So if you only have, say, maybe $50 to invest into a stock, and the stock is actually trading for like $300, obviously you can't buy that stock. But on M1 Finance, you can buy that stock with only $50 because you can buy fractional shares. So that's why I'm like, okay, M1, obviously you are geared towards your younger investors, your people who are new to investing. And this right here is like having carrying a minimum account balance of $3,500 or more a year in order to get this interest, in order to pay your enrollment fee and all that. That's just not gonna cut it. That's just not gonna cut it. And it would be one thing if this was a one-time thing, but you can see right here that it says billed annually. So yeah, it's an annual fee. Okay, so you're gonna have to pay this $50 every year just for having this account, or worse, $125, which then you're gonna need to carry a minimum account balance of even more, or you can up your spending, which, I mean, it is a checking account, so it is for the purposes of spending money. So let's say you spend, $900 a month, which is actually kind of a lot of money to be spending. But, you know, for somebody who, has these same numbers and everything like that, your yearly benefit winds up to be $111 minus the enrollment fee. Now, here's why I have such an issue with this as well, because to somebody who doesn't know better, this might not look too bad. But let me show you something here. So here is a credit card. It's called the Citi Double Cashback Card. You get 1% on all purchases and 1% as you pay those purchases in full or over time, which I always encourage paying in full, because if you're carrying a balance, you're running the risk of paying a 15 to 25% interest rate on that, and then that defeats the whole purpose of what it is that I'm about to tell you about. So what you could do instead is get this credit card and be getting essentially 2% cash back on all your purchases, versus with this account only getting 1% cash back on all your purchases. So that right there eliminates this part right here. So what about this? Carrying a minimum balance of at least $3,500 or more in order to pay for that $50. For a checking account, here's my thing about checking accounts is a checking account, the money that's in your checking account should only be money that you are looking to actually spend, and not money that you are trying to save. If you are trying to save money, you need to have a savings account. So for me personally, I put money aside for investing. I put money aside for saving for a rainy day. I put money aside for paying for bills. And whatever's left over after that, that's my money for spending, which usually is not a whole lot. So to be getting a 1.5% interest rate, I mean, on that little bit of money that I have left over, it really does not matter much to me. And it doesn't seem like it's worth the hassle of opening this account and then having to worry about this $50 fee. And then you're kind of, in a way, incentivized to spend more than it is to actually just keep the money there in your account. Because if you don't spend any of that money, and you're not carrying a minimum of a $3,500 or more account balance, then you really just not getting nothing from this at all. Like, look at it. You really not getting nothing. Like, if you only keep about $300 in your account, you know what I mean, and then don't spend a whole lot, it's like I said, you're just being incentivized to spend more, and I don't like that. Now, to go on to the other aspect of the carrying the account balance and stuff like that, here's the other way around that. So, Ally savings account, you can get a 2.2% interest rate on an Ally savings account. Now, yes, this is a savings account, so you don't have as many, you don't have the ability to have a lot of transactions and stuff like that. You're limited to only 6 transactions, which then if you go beyond that, you get charged a fee. But like I said, if you are looking to set money, have money parked to be able to occur some interest and stuff like that, you probably should park that money in a savings account and not keep it in your checking account, where you'll be more likely to spend it. And with M1's, like, whatever they're calling this, M1 Plus or whatever like that, like I said, once again, in order to make enough money to pay for that annual fee, you're incentivized to spend money. So I'm not impressed with this at all, and I'm definitely not going to be opening a M1 Plus account. So those are my thoughts on M1's Plus checking account. Probably not the best, but yeah, there you have it. So if you liked the video, hit that like, consider subscribing, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.